If you're watching this video, you've already done something that most men don't. You've taken the first step and you're not running, you're not blaming, you're not numbing out on porn or Netflix or at the pub. You're here trying to figure it all out, trying to understand what went wrong and how to fix it. And firstly, man, I want to honor you for that because I know what it feels like to be in your shoes. My name is Irfan, and before I was a relationship coach, I also was a husband that was on the edge of losing everything. And it wasn't because I cheated. It wasn't because I was a bad person. I was never abusive in any way, but because I didn't know how to be present. I didn't know how to lead with love. I didn't know how to create emotional safety, how to make her feel the depth of my care. I was successful in every other part of my life. I ran multiple companies. I had made well over 7 figures. I was a good provider. I was a good dad. And I was somebody that everyone came for advice, right? The name of one of my companies was called Total Solutions. I was the go-to guy that everyone went to when they're feeling stuck. But in my marriage, I felt like a failure. And that wasn't something that I was willing to accept because despite of everything that I had built, the businesses, the lifestyle, and the image, I would lay in bed sometimes, thinking, why can't I make this work? Why is she so distant? Why is it that everything I say or try just makes it worse? And I tried everything that society told me, right? I read all the books. I went to counseling. I tried being more sensitive. I also tried being more stoic, but nothing was working. And there was a day when she actually packed her bags and left, where I hit my breaking point. I realized that, man, I can't figure this out alone. So I did something very radical. I got 3 coaches, one to help me understand my relationship, one to teach me the psychology of attraction, and the other one was to guide me through inner child healing. And all 3 I did at the same time. I pushed all my business aside and I just focused completely on my relationship. I went deep into my own personal work as well, throughout meditation, breath work, journaling, plant medicine. I sat with mushrooms. I journeyed with the toad, which is 5-MeO DMT. I went up north, Cairns, for ayahuasca ceremonies. And man, for the first time in my life, I truly faced myself. I looked at myself in the mirror. I looked at my wounds, all my insecurities, the masks that I would wear, all my patterns. And that's when everything changed. I sold all my companies. I moved up here to the Gold Coast and I got certified as a pro coach. And I dedicated my life to helping other men save their relationships. And more than that, more importantly than that, to save themselves. Because this isn't just about your marriage. This is about your legacy. It's about your children. It's about being the kind of man that your kids can feel safe with, the kind of man that your partner can trust, the kind of man that you can feel proud of when you look in the mirror. And that's why I created this community, because for far too long, man, so many guys are suffering in silence. Too many guys are checked out. Too many guys they're giving up and they're being told that, they're the problem or they just don't know what to do. And when men don't have a space to speak vulnerably, they isolate themselves, they suppress. And man, unfortunately, sometimes they don't make it at the other end. Every year in Australia, over 2,300 guys, they choose to end it. That's almost 6 guys a day. Most of those guys, they never reached out. Most of those guys never felt safe enough. And look, that's not even the full picture, because when a guy gives up on his relationship, the fallout is enormous. It's beyond just the relationship, right? Statistic is that 41% of child abuse in Australia is committed by the stepfathers, right? So really let that sink in. When a family breaks down, it's not just about 2 adults that are separating. It's about the kids that are growing up in fatherless homes. It's about the young boys that don't have a role model. It's about the daughters that are being raised by men who are not their fathers. And in most cases, I'm not saying all stepdads are bad, but in most cases, they're being hurt by them. And this is a truth that not many people talk about. This is the reality behind the 50% divorce rate in this country. And that's why this program exists. It's to be a part of the solution. It's to give men a space to be able to rise, not by dominating, not by begging, not by fixing, but by learning to lead from a grounded strength, to take radical responsibility, to take radical ownership, to heal the wounds that have been driving the dysfunction for so many years, for so many decades, to show up with clarity, with a level of calm and conviction, to become the man that your family wants to follow. Now, this course is just the beginning. These 10 days are a taste test. They're a sample of what's possible when you really commit to the deeper work. But I'm going to be honest, real transformation, it takes time. It takes community. It takes consistency. And it takes repetition. Because change doesn't happen in 5 days or 10 days. It takes rewiring. It takes accountability. It takes a level of support. And that's why I built this community, so that you don't have to do this alone. Now, this is an opportunity for us to see what's possible when you've got a mentor, when you have a brotherhood, when you have a blueprint, right? This is my life's work. This is my way of giving back. And I'm honored to be able to guide you on this journey, to rebuild something that matters most together.